Hello everyone, welcome to your match review for Chelsea versus Fiorentina. Now, first and foremost, I want to say apologies for not being at the game today. I would have loved to have been at the game today. However, circumstances have not allowed me. However, I will be at the game on Saturday. Be sure to be there. Chelsea versus Swansea. I will be there, doing the usual interviews and getting to see everyone and making comments on the game. But today we're going to talk about Chelsea Fiorentina, which has literally just finished about 15-20 minutes ago. Wow. That's all I can say, and it's not in a good way. This is worrying. Absolutely worrying. We lost 1-0 to Fiorentina, and now the result doesn't even concern me. The result doesn't concern me because, as I've said before, pre-season is pre-season. The result doesn't matter. I want to see the team show something, prove that physically they're at their best level, physically that they're at their peak condition. Their fitness is up to par, their ball control is on point, their touch is there. I want to see that the team is ready. Just ready to start the new season. Today, I didn't see a team ready for the new season. I saw a team that has literally just ended a season. I mean, it's worrying. It really is worrying. And I'll tell you why. Today is Wednesday. We have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We play Swansea in the first game of the league, of the new season. And our team are dead. Our team are physically dead. They just can't run. They can't do it. I'm baffled. I'm actually baffled. And I have a theory. I have a theory concerning this problem because it's not normal. It's not normal to have a team go on pre-season with a caliber such as Chelsea Football Club, with our medical team, who are literally one of the best in the world, with facilities that no other club can compare with, and we are not ready. There has to be a point. There has to be a reason. I'm going to get to that theory in a sec, but first I'm going to point out the game. I'm going to review the game itself and point out to you who played well, who didn't. I'm going to find difficulties finding anyone who played flipping well. Anyway, in the first half, we started the game off with practically our second string team. Second string, Begovic was starting. We had Aina, the youth kid, 18 years old, who was playing right back. Good performance from him, I have to say. 18 years old, his first time, great. John Terry played, to be fair, but we had Traore play, Cuadrado play, Moses played, Mikel played. Falcao started off the game, and I have Oscar played. I have to start and say that this team selection I was in favour of. I was fully in favour of. I saw the lineup and I thought, yes, these players need some game time in pre-season, and I'm liking this. We finally get to see the Cuadrado-Falcao connection. We finally get to see how Oscar can distribute to Falcao. We get to see how Victor Moses is, alongside someone like Oscar with Falcao in front of him. We get to see how Mikel is going to be if he starts a game. We get to see some youth. We get to see Traore and Loftus-Cheek because they both started. I loved the starting lineup. I thought this is exactly what we need. Great. Well, it didn't go to plan. Let's just say that it did not go to plan, because that whole first half we were dreadful, absolutely dreadful. Fiorentina had everything else covered. They were physically stronger than us. They were tactically better than us. They got the ball around faster than us. They got to their attacking side of the pitch much more quicker than us. They had bigger chances than us. They hit the crossbar. They scored. They had everything better than us. And at this point, I was thinking, you know what? It's fine. It's our second string team. It's fine. The big boys will come on and they'll reinforce everything. It'll be okay. Now, from this first string, from the second string team that started off the game, I want to point out Cuadrado still looks nervous. Loftus-Cheek, top lad, he did well. Aina, 18 years old, he did well for his one of his first few games. He did well. Traore, he did good. Victor Moses, best player on the pitch. I don't care. Victor Moses is the only one that's proving to me he's physically ready. He's ready to start the season. Victor Moses is the only player on our team who is ready. If we could, I'd have 11 Victor Moses playing on Saturday, honestly, because he's the only one. Oscar, physically he looks there. Technically he's not. Physically he looks better. But when he gets the ball, he looks lost. His control is nowhere near where it should be. His first pass is nowhere near where it should be. The second ball. So when you get the second ball, he's not there. He always gets interfered. His technical ability is not there. His physical, yes, but his technical ability is not there. Falcao, he did well, I reckon. He did good. For what's asked of him, he's not physically ready yet. I know that. He needs training. Falcao needs training. He needs to get his beast mode back into gear. Technically on the ball, he looks all right. But in terms of physicality, he's getting barged off the ball easy. His pace is not there that much. But he's making the correct movement. And I can see he's trying. He's trying. He needs training. Stick him in the training ground. Let him train. Let him get better physically and he'll be okay. Everyone else, Begovic did okay. Everyone else just not up to it. Second half, we had other players coming on. We had the big boys come on. Azpilicueta, Cahill came on. Matic came on. You know, Moses got taken off. Falcao got taken off. We saw like Remy come on. Afterwards, we saw Fabregas come on. We saw Hazard come on. We saw all the big boys come on. And what can I say about the big boys? Just as bad as the flipping first half. Now, I'm not going to say it was, a disaster because we had chances. The experience spoke. It was the experience. They did create chances for themselves. We looked a bit stronger. We managed to connect the ball a bit more better. We managed to distribute the ball to the wings a bit more better. We managed to get ourselves a few more chances. But in, out, we were not good enough. Players like Matic, what the hell was he doing? Matic today was all over the place. He tried to become Messi in the space of 40 minutes. I don't get what he was trying to do. Every time he got the ball, as a defensive mid, normally you get the ball. The first thing you do is analyze your vision, look at who's available, and distribute. Matic was trying to be Messi. He'd get the ball, he'd just keep the ball, and he'll try to go around the defender. Or he'll try to go around the Fiorentina player. He's constantly shielding the ball, looking, shielding the ball. Pass your ball. None of that. Hazard. I have a problem with Hazard. I don't know about you, or if you haven't realized, but Hazard looks dead. He looks dead. He looks like Oscar a year and a half ago. He looks dead. He can't run. He just can't. He looks slow. He looks lethargic. There's no buzz in him. He looks standard. He just looks ordinary. He looks average. I don't know what's going on with him. Physically, he's just not ready. I want to point out again, Matic, tiredness. He looks flipping exhausted. If you saw him in the 80th minute, he'd only been on for what, like 25, 30 minutes? He's breathing out. He looked dead. Come on. Pre-season, guys. Pre-season. Everyone else. Who else can I point out? Loic Remy. Oh, my God. Loic Remy. Sometimes he gets on my nerves. Last season, he proved that he deserves a place in the Chelsea squad. And this pre-season, he's proven that he doesn't. I mean, talk about backwards. Normally you should be sharp. You should be ready. As a centre forward, you should be ready. You should be looking to make the correct run. You should be looking to make the correct run at the right time. You should be looking to get round defenders. You should be looking to shield the ball. Try and cut in. Try and cut out. Look for the opportunity to shoot. Loic Remy did absolutely none of that. The one chance he got, he could have done exactly what Didier used to do. He got the ball directly in front of him. Instead to hit it with his left foot to the cross side of the goal, what does he do? He tries to cut in. He's already gone past the defender, but he thinks, no, let me cut in. Let me give him time to come back and chase me, get in front of me, and make life difficult for myself. And then he went for the shot, and it nearly went out for a throw. Loic Remy is just out of touch. We saw against Arsenal, out of touch. Today, out of touch. I honestly don't understand what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Now, my theory on these bad performances is simply that pre-season has been a shambles. I thought it was going okay, but now I understand that we just have not had enough pre-season. It's been too compact. It's been too late. It's been too few games. It hasn't been enough time. It's catastrophe. Absolutely catastrophic. Teams have played 7, 8, 9, some 10 games in pre-season over the summer. What have we done? We played Red Bulls, PSG, Barca, straight into a Community Shield with Arsenal, and now Fiorentina. That's our pre-season done. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Come on. What is that? And not just that, at least, if this was done early July, mid-July, great. No, they waited until the flipping first week of August to finish pre-season. I mean, we came back from America on what? The Friday or the Thursday? And then Sunday, we're playing at Wembley against Arsenal. You know, you've just come back from a good, what? 8-hour flight? 7, 8-hour flight from America, and then you're thrown into Wembley against Arsenal, Community Shield. And then you're thrown straight after that into a pre-season friendly. And then after that, you'll have to play Swansea in the Premier League. The pre-season has been the schedule has been a disaster. The schedule of pre-season has been ridiculous. Ridiculous. Not enough time. The players have got tired way too quickly. Flying in from America way too late. Not enough games. Premier League is about to start. We're all over the place. Physically, we're all over the place. So my solution is, at the moment, we need to concentrate on building our team up physically. We need transfers. We need to dip into the transfer market. As far as I thought this squad was okay, but now I can see the players are dead. They're physically not ready. They're physically not ready. So we might have to dip into the transfer market. We just might have to. But that's my theory concerning preseason. Let me know if you agree with it, or if you have any other concerns on why this is happening, because it's not normal. It's not normal. Now, as I said, I'm not bothered about the results. We can lose. Last season, preseason, what did we do? We lost 3-0 against Werder Bremen. We lost 2 games, I think, during that preseason. We went on to become champions and win the Capital One Cup. It's fine. Preseason results mean nothing. But the performance is what I'm looking for. I want to see performance. I want to see fitness. I want to see peak condition. We haven't seen any of that. Last season, preseason, I could say, yeah, we're building up and it's looking good. And then by the start of the season, we were like, yeah, physically, we're there. We're ready. We got 3 days until the league starts. We got Swansea. Our players can't even finish 45 minutes. Very worrying. Very worrying. Now, let's get to your comments. Right. Gazman997 says, just going to be a horrible long season. Vincent says, we should be very worried. Oliver says, I'm worried for the start of the season. Ryan says, we need more signings. Oliver also says, when Costa isn't playing, we don't play well. That's one thing I want to see. Costa needs to be fit. We're missing with Costa, honestly. Up front, firepower. Now, as I said, Falcao will come around. But now, at the moment, he's physically not ready. He will be. I know he will be, because he's got the class. He's got the form. But he needs to build himself up again. He needs to be able to last. That's it. Falcao will come around. But if there isn't Falcao and Costa's injured, who we're left with? Remy? Yeah, we need Costa. We need Costa back. Doughton says we need a striker. It's very worrying. Jay says Chelsea need another striker. Gazman says, I agree. Aina had a solid half. Thank you. I thought so too. Daniel says, do you think Remy is good enough as a sub? Nothing more than a sub. I'm sorry. Absolutely nothing more than a sub. Gazman says, why the fuck was Traore playing left back? That is one of his positions. He can play left wing, but he has played left back before. He is one of the 2 positions he can play. So that's why you saw him left back. Plus, we don't have any cover for left back at the moment. We're about to get Baba Rahman, I think. So that's why. Zorks, I assume number 4, says something is missing in our midfield. I agree. Emmanuel says Moses was the only one trying to prove a point. Exactly. Oliver says Moses has been our best player in preseason. Tom HD Gaming 96 says we need another midfielder like Lampard. I flipping agree. We need that box to box midfielder to run the show, to help Matic and to help Fabregas and Oscar. We need someone right. And that's something harsh. If you remember from when I interviewed him at Wembley, he said that as well. We do need a box-to-box midfielder. It's just, yeah, we do. We do. Zork says we should have sold Remy to Crystal Palace. Doughton says the way Remy is playing, I'd rather have Solanke or Bamford. I agree, to be honest. Gazman says our midfield is dead. Gazman also says Falcao wasn't shit. His movement was phenomenal. It was painful watching him make all these runs and none of our midfield seeing it. Agreed. Agreed. I agree. You could see he was trying. You could see in Falcao's eyes there was determination there. He was making the movement. He didn't stop running. Not like Remy. Remy was sometimes just static. A striker has to be constantly moving. Move, move, move. Give the option. That is what Falcao was doing. I have nothing against Falcao, but Falcao played in the first half where the midfield couldn't distribute anything. He came off, the big boys came on. Fabregas and everyone else came on. So if Falcao possibly stayed on, then we might have seen something from him. But I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Remy, however, needs to prove himself. Zork also says all Ramirez does is foul people and lose the ball. Baller's Life says blaming Matic for this performance is not right. I'm not blaming him for this performance. I'm blaming it for his performance. His individual performance today was not the Matic I normally know. So he held the ball well, okay, but he brought in trouble. He was just asking for trouble. Why? When you have the option to distribute the ball, play your ball. He was just holding and holding and holding and holding and risk after risk after risk. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Mikel is another one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mikel today was awful. Absolutely awful. Flipping heck. Did you see that shot? He missed the ball completely. I mean, no. Mikel today was, horrible. Dougie10 says, I've been saying that 3 games in preseason is not good enough. I agree. Gazman says we haven't had enough preseason, but of our postseason matches. Another good point. We did play postseason matches. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Gazman also says we won't go into the transfer market, and that's depressing. I hope Mourinho is bluffing. I just hope, because he has convinced the world that we're done. He convinced Sky Sports yesterday when they did 92 Live that he said, nah, we'll be watching from the sidelines. I'll enjoy transfer deadline day at home, watching Sky Sports and enjoying the banter. I hope he's bluffing, because we know what Mourinho can do sometimes. He can pull something out of the bag without you knowing. Please, Jose, say you're bluffing. Please, we need to dip into the transfer market. I think we have to. We just have to. We're forced. They've played our hand. It's either dip into the transfer market, or I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to stick with parking the bus for this season. There's no other way. We can't go out and attack. We'll get caught easily. Let's just park the bus every game again. Go for 1-0, and we might win the league. You know, we might have to. We might have to resort to it. But hey. Baba is for sure, apparently. Madessa says, trust me, Mourinho has a plan. He always has. I like to think so. And that's why I do trust him. He's the best manager in the world. And, I'm sure he knows. But we need to be reassured. We need to be reassured here, honestly. Emmanuel says, terrible preseason this year. Last year, I could see progress. That's the point. Exactly. Dominique says Hazard and Moses to play at the same time, and Willian in central midfield will be the best choice. I actually agree with that. I'm sorry, because Oscar still hasn't fully proven that he's up to it. Fabregas might have to play defensive mid, and if we're going to have to, Victor Moses deserves to start, and Willian just has technical ability. You can't leave him on the bench. So I agree with that. Hazard, Willian, and Victor Moses. I think that might work. Good point. But Hazard as well needs to up his game, because today he looked absolutely exhausted. Football News says our fitness is low compared to the other top teams. We need progress. I agree. Ramirez, Willian, and Ivanovic's contribution forward is worrying. Nico 3323 says that. Another point I want to mention. That's a good one. Our crosses. this has been something like, if you remember, the early subscribers of 100% Chelsea will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say last season I was saying our crossing was atrocious. We just can't get the ball up in the air. We just can't. Whether it be Willian or Oscar or Fabregas, we just couldn't get the ball into the box. It'd always be too low. We still have that problem. When are we going to fix up? I even heard the commentator today and I laughed because of it. The commentator was saying, what is going on? Chelsea's crosses. Even if, he said this, if you have to, overhit it. Just overhit it if you have to. Just to give yourself a chance that the ball might actually reach the box. I agree. Just flipping overhit it if you have to, honestly. Because every time we take a corner, every time we take a set piece, it doesn't even get past the wall. So that's another point I want to mention. Our crossing, unbelievably bad. What else? What else? Ramirez7 says our fitness coach is to blame, not Mourinho or the players. I can semi-agree with that, I guess. I'm not sure who our fitness coach is, but he definitely has a part to play in this. Definitely, because, you know, if our players are not fit, there's a reason. Mourinho deals with the technical side of it. Yes, he can deal with the fitness. Yes, he can guide. But that's why he has assistant coaches, because they take care of different compartments, different areas. Mourinho makes it general. So, yes, fitness coach is to blame as well. Dominique also says that Ramirez should be off. Vidal from Bayern could have been a clear statement. I agree. I agree. Vincent says Falcao is not a Torres. It's always someone else's fault. Gazman says Vincent, Torres didn't ever have the movement or control that Falcao displayed today. I agree. Honestly, Vincent, give Falcao a chance. Believe me. We've all seen today, and in the last few games, he has the determination. He has the fire. He wants to do well. He's pushing. He's pushing himself, which is good. That's all you can ask from a player. But physically, he's just come back from an injury. He missed the World Cup. He needs time to be able to develop again physically to reach that peak condition and that level that we know he can play at. And then we can say, he's not ready, or he's not playing well, or he's not good. Let's give him time to build up physically, and then we'll see. Ballers Life says Mikel is a park the bus player. We all knew that, mate. I agree. And that's why I don't mind him staying, because when we have to close the game down. Bring on Mikel. And believe me, playing like this, we need to close a lot of games down this season. So yes, definitely keep Mikel. Bring him on for 10 minutes to shut the game down. Shady18 says the board needs to invest now. I said it in my interview. Why can't we just sign one good player? Crystal Palace has spent more than us this summer. Not acceptable. It's true. It's true. We do need to invest. We do need to invest. Doughton says Drogba may have lacked pace, but he knew the offside rule and he can actually finish. True. Oliver says Ivanovic can't cross to save his life. Well, Miles97W, who I assume is a gooner, says the Chelsea bus has lost its wheels. I think the wheels are just broken. They're being mended. I hope. Let's wait and see. Oliver says we need to improve our defense. That's another point. Defensively, what's going on? What is going on defensively? That's meant to be our strong point. This is meant to be our point where everyone admires Chelsea. Everyone goes, you know what? I don't like the way they play, but when they want to park the bus, when they want to defend really well, when they don't want to concede, they bloody do it well. And this pre-season, we ain't seen any of that. We've been open everywhere. So yeah, I agree with that. Hazarding says Drogba's influence on our strikers was key last season. 0 goals for our strikers in pre-season. Wow, I didn't even know that. And you make a good point. Well, Remy scored 1. So it's not 0, it's 1. But still, it's low. Our strikers, it's low. Chelsea AK says, who do you think we will sign until the transfer window closes? I'm scared it's only going to be Babarama. I've just got that feeling. I've got that feeling that Mourinho is just sticking with this. But at the same time, my head says, listen, he might have something up his sleeve. Maybe he's tricking everyone. Maybe he's just getting everyone to think that, yeah, we're done. Chelsea are not going to invest. We're good. They're all right. They won't do well. And then suddenly, boom, we just pull out everything out of the bag and surprise the world. You know, if there's one man who can do it, it's Mourinho. But I've just got that feeling we might not be able to do it. CFC fan 99 says, I really doubt our chances about winning the league again. Arsenal are looking amazing, and I hope they don't strengthen with Benzema. United have also made great signings. You know, United don't really worry me to a point where I say they're going to win the league. Yes, they'll compete, but I don't think they'll win the league. Arsenal, though, if they get Benzema, for the first time since the Invincibles, I will actually be worried of Arsenal. And I'll say that blatantly. I'll say that out there. I will be worried. I've never said this, and I've never been worried about Arsenal since they had Thierry Henry. I will be worried of Arsenal. Every time we play Arsenal now, I'll be thinking, okay, guys, it's a flipping hard game today. Honestly, if they get Benzema, we better pull something out the bag. Michael says, Mourinho said that the transfer market is done for us. I guess that's it. Honestly, you know what? I would agree that we don't need anyone. If physically our team were all up to par, if that was the case, I'd be like, yeah, we're fine. Because our team are physically ready. But they're not. And we got 3 days left until the league starts. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I just hope we don't lose against Swansea. That's all. I just hope we don't lose against Swansea. But there we are. Mike, last comment. Michael Insane says, Swansea prediction, based on today's performance, a very narrow and tight 2-1 win. I'm going to go 1-0. 1-0 Chelsea and a very defensive performance because Mourinho is going to want to start off with a win and he probably knows we're not ready to go all attack. So 1-0 Chelsea. There we are, guys. That's my match review for all of you. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave me your comments after this goes off the air in terms of the game, in terms of our pre-season, our fitness, your predictions for Saturday, and who do you think's playing well, who do you think's not. Let me know what's going wrong. Let me know what's going wrong. And hit all the social media links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Thank you all for watching once again. Thank you all so much. Content is coming your way in the build-up to Saturday, so be sure to look out for that. And again, I will see all of you really, really soon. Have a good evening, guys. Don't swell too much on this defeat, but leave me your comments. Are you worried? Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you are new, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much. Have a good night.